Hello everyone and welcome back. We're on the road to heroescon 2024 and I saw the Goose Bus on the way down, so I knew it was going to be a good trip. We're back in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina for the heroescon, which is the best comic book convention I've ever been to, 2 years in a row now. But this time we had a little bit of bonus. We had a press pass. We got into the convention absolutely free. It was me and Poppy Goose and we were on the hunt. Now, Dad had some books that he was specifically looking for, specifically some war books, GI Combat 87 and Our Army at War 138. So you'll be hearing about that a lot during this video. But as soon as I got there, I made a beeline to this older couple that were from Minneapolis that I was there last year. And I was trying to find more of their raw books they had. I found some incredible books last year, and I wanted to see if they had similar books, which they did, as you can see, but not so fast. Prices were not so great. What do you got over there, Dad? That's your first thing first one you found? I take my eyes off Poppy Goose for 2 seconds, and he's already over there into the good girl art, the booby books. And I'm like, come on, man. We just got here, and he's already in the titty books. So Dad's doing his own thing while I'm still digging through this DC box. Here's your Our Army at War. Here's a book you'd want.
You're kidding.
No, I know, but it's just a book. I got to look up the prices because they could be way far off. That's first Shazam.
Are these marked?
Yeah, there's little price tags on them. These are good ones. Yeah.
That's good. You go down.
Yeah, I just bought it.
Ooh, that's cool.
I know. Alright, so right from the beginning, Dad is already having a good time, I can tell. But he is seeing immediately that we've got some con prices. You know, the double entendre, convention prices, con prices. So he's a little on edge. Also, I realized that Poppy Goose may not be able to see everything that well because yeah, and so I was just trying to help him with the price tag situation, and he was clearly seeing the price tags after I was explaining that you know, you got to watch your backside with these prices. But so far so good. Dad was having a good time, and I was finding some great books. That's first Dark Side. It's a nice copy. $400. Can you not see those price tags?
I have to get them up closer to me.
Swamp Thing #1.
That's a good box.
Yes, what I'm saying. Like when I was here last time, there was more than just this box. There was more than just these 2 boxes. All right, so you can already tell we're already finding some great books. But unfortunately, the boxes that I'm looking at here are not priced like they were last year. So I'm a little bit disappointed at this point. Yeah, this is already turning into a situation where, you know, I'm there and I'm like, it's when you first get to a convention, like it's hard to you know, break the ice right off the bat and just be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this. That's one of the hardest things for me, especially when I get there. It's like, dang, like, do I already want to pull the trigger on something after just getting there? So when I get there, I usually try to get like a lay of the land first, which Dad was very overwhelmed, which is very understandable just because there is just so much in there. First Electra. It's ridiculous. Like it's not even in the ballpark. Like it's not even close. Like it's hundreds of dollars off.
You got to throw your line out and see what bites.
Yep, no shit. Yeah, Dad nailed it. You know, it's literally fishing. It's literally hunting their prey at this point for these comic book dealers. And you know, I've been very clear. This is kind of a side aisle vendor, and I've talked about that in other videos. These main aisle vendors, you got to be real careful with these guys, because they did not get to that point by flipping dollar books. They got there by maximizing profits and you know, trying to get every single dollar they can out of a potential customer. So when you're out there hunting, just be careful. You know, don't overpay, don't overspend if you can help it, which I've definitely done that and learned my lesson time and time again. So yeah, we spent a good bit of time here at this first booth, and it was good to just have a smaller type, a little bit quieter booth to get our feet wet.
Don't think it prints.
Well, I mean, that's $6,500. That's $2,000. That's $8,500. So I'm gonna assume that they're real art.
Yeah.
Here's your war western. This is DC. I don't know what book this is from.
Me neither.
How's it going?
It's a weird war.
Oh, that's a weird war one.
How are you?
Good.
You selling lots of things?
Actually, yeah.
Awesome,
Good
dude.
start so far.
Awesome. That's cool.
That's crazy. Is that John Wilkes Booth?
I don't think so.
Or John Wayne?
I don't think so.
There's your boy.
Sergeant Fury.
That doesn't look like Samuel L. Jackson. One-page story of Red Baron.
750.
So like when you look at it, like you can see there's like layers of the, like these, here you can see the ink right here. So yeah, I think what they do is they do pencil first, and then the inker comes over and does the ink over the pencil.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Rich.
And you can actually see like the ink, like how they can make the shadows. This is a whole nother ball game than comic books, man.
Wait a minute, I see a long hesitation. You like that? You like that last one?
That's cool.
Which one do you like? That one?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this is that old, I think.
Just a runner. I got this stuff. Paper looks yellowed.
Yeah. It's old. I think it's Italian.
Is that from the Zulu War?
No, World War II.
The
had something
North
to do-
African war, when the British got there first. The Germans kicked the British out of North Africa, right? And we went back in, right? Went back and forth.
There was an ebb and flow. Yes.
Yeah, it went back and forth.
Yes,
Yeah.
there was an ebb and flow.
But once we got there,
That's very cool. Yeah, and we got our ass kicked the first time at Kasserine Pass.
you like that?
Yeah, I do.
How about 300?
You like it that good, Dad?
Shop around. I only got so much money.
Just let me know when I have your permission to hard sell.
Well, you've been fine so far. That's $975.
Is that up your alley? This is this app that you can like buy slabs online and that you can consign and sell your own stuff. This book is crazy. It's $14,000. Can I look at this mask?
And I really think
Mask, 14 grand.
for a little gorgeous book. But I do firmly believe if I cracked that thing and pressed it,
Are you going to keep submitting until you get the lucky grade?
Sheesh, man.
Greg,
Sheesh is right.
That's a real comic book.
Oh yeah, this is this guy too.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
$25,000.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Startling Comics.
Startling.
That's a famous cover.
The Bender cover.
You got the best of both worlds. You got good girl art and robot cover.
Yeah. I don't know if that qualifies as bondage.
she's kind of tied up.
Yeah.
Man, this is crazy stuff.
But I do enter to lift over.
So we're just in the booth right now. We've got books that are for sale from consigners and our sellers that have come to drop their books off to sell at the show. We've also got a preview of our upcoming Golden Age auction that's happening in June if you want to get eyeballs on those ahead of time. Pretty insane stuff going up there too.
It's not.
Well, still forward on.
Did you see what the stars on it?
No, that's how much you're selling it for.
That's how much you're asking.
Yeah, that's not how much it's worth. There's a difference. First Iron Man, 8.0, 65,000.
6,500.
No, 65,000. That's the first appearance of Iron Man in an 8.0. I don't think it's sinking in. Sure. QRS. Viewers are gonna be like, show us something other than war books.
Oh, here's the first
Unknown Soldier.
first enemy ace.
Oh, okay. And about a 2.0.
Probably.
Is that a wish list book or no?
Yeah, I'd like to have this book, but I don't.
You're not going to pay for $125 for a busted ass copy?
Yeah, but that's a good. I'd like that.
We're going to sort it by much. That means this up here on the outside is where we actually open up the map, following the
Kind of had to keep Dad in check a couple times because he was getting that itch, it seemed like, and he was about to spend some crazy money on a book that I don't think he would be super happy with. So, just trying to keep eyes on Dad, trying to keep eyes on the lay of the land. And actually several people came up to me and said, hey, you're Sticky Goose. It was hilarious. There was this one incident where the kid comes up to me and says, hey, Mr. Goose. And I said, hey, buddy. And we start chatting. I'm like, hey, do you want to take a picture? And he was like, no. and I implied it that I was going to take the picture of us to put in the video. But he was like, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. So that was a laugh out loud moment of a pretend famous person trying to get a picture with somebody. Yeah, John Romita Jr. and Chris Claremont. and it's a Trump homage to Venom, like the Clayton Crane. He's all humped over. Next, we found this dealer. I didn't know what was going on here. We have loose raw books without bags and boards, just haphazardly strewn across this table. Part of me was like, damn, we might need to like dig through this, because I mean, there might be something in here, which I quickly saw. Not only was there very little here, but condition was very bad. Those are well loved.
Yes. They are.
They still got that first Animal Man up there that they had last year.
I probably have a few. I think I actually have a couple graded ones. Captain N.
Yeah, that one guy with all those Mylars. Did you see how nice he had that? It was in a way that you could really shop. On the hunt for GI Combat 87 and Star Spangled War.
These are all
138. Are those? There's GI Combat 91 for $80.
Oh.
Is that good? That's 97.
Yeah, but this was. That was something.
Was that something? There's your first haunted tank right there.
Yes, it is. How much is it?
It's only 500. It's only $500 bucks.
Take 100 for it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, offer him $25. See what happens.
I don't want to get cut. I want to look at it though.
Have it take. Have
There's
it take.
a couple boxes.
Sorry, buddy.
Very weak spot, mostly detached. But it's a South book. It presents really nice, but structurally it doesn't present as nice.
Structurally.
Structurally,
I
it's
never
not
quite put that way.
Structurally, it's not as nice, but
It's nicer than beat up.
I mean,
That's when the girl profile says she has a nice personality.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So I appreciate it, man.
yep, thank you.
that is not bad.
That's a couple things.
That's a copy of it.
What do we got?
Yeah, that's a copy of it.
$20. Thank
It's a
you
copy
much.
for sure, dude.
Appreciate it.
For 500.
That's not a 500. Should I just ask you?
I would ask him. See what happens.
Then we don't have to wait a month and a half for that thing.
Dude.
That was unreal.
Did you send it registered mail? I can't remember.
No, I sent it first class.
Oh, yeah. It's seriously. It took a month, dude.
Yeah. That was unbelievable. I'm glad I just sent you the PayPal. Like,
I took it to work and shredded it.
yeah, I appreciate that. All because I want.
Pretty good.
Yeah, gotta have a carb or two. We are looking for GI Combat 87. First time attack. And how about
Star Spangled War Stories 138. But he's got good stuff.
he does have good stuff.
He just doesn't have what you want. You could start collecting Jungle Comics. Yeah, dude. You could start. You could collect it, bro. A lot of great back issues. See, they got all these omnibus. I thought Dad at this point was going to start his Good Girl art collection from the Golden Age, but apparently he didn't pull the trigger. Then I found some omnibus, and funny enough, this is from that Trinity or Trilogy comic book store near Virginia Beach. And this is the guy that said that he sells a shit ton of these omnibus. Those are his words, not mine. So I thought that was funny, and I was kind of poking through these. Specifically, this Guardians of the Galaxy one. I've usually had bad luck with that. Man, I wish we had some water.
Thirsty too.
Yeah. I mean, it's like can you imagine moving all this in here?
No.
Spoiler for an entire concept.
Dude, I'd be doing every deal known to man if I had to move all this crap in there.
Hey, how you doing? Good. If I can show you something, let me know.
GI Combat 8. First Hunter tank.
On the book, I don't have it.
Well, we were told you did.
Oh, well, someone gave you
Wrong information. Thank you.
Flanked by 3 different
like that.
Black Widow.
She's got some on, just not the ones I want. $3, best deal.
$3.
Can't beat it.
I give you best deal. #1 customer. Yeah, nobody laughed at my joke, but that's okay. It may have been in poor taste. But this booth here was just like completely unmanned, which was kind of weird. I would definitely not have the guts to do that. Dad's still digging. I mean, he is on a mission. Like, he's not like, veering too much off of his mission. He's got 2 books in mind. And we had a devil of a time just even remembering the issue numbers, but finally we got him. Several other people came up and said hello at this point. I might look at that swamp thing. I don't know if we're allowed to come back there or not.
I don't know.
Come on in.
Oh, okay.
Can I get this swamp thing off the wall?
Sure can.
Gently, carefully, possibly.
So he is paired with that Hellblazer first appearance of Constantine.
Yeah, that's spicy. That is a great cover.
Yeah, it is a great cover.
Thank you.
This is Hellblazer #1. That's John Constantine's solo series, and this is, it's like arguable, debatable, his first appearance. I just love that cover, but it doesn't hurt that it's also an awesome key book.
How much is it?
90. Alan Moore greatness. Yeah, this is a sick setup. I mean, he's got like every key book. Like,
Okay.
my God.
What?
Just the books he's got are just, he doesn't have just one, like,
Yeah. Multiple.
mm-hmm. Spider-Man is where all the... At this point, we see the Whatnot crew. Guys, look at them. Just hunkered over their phones, just totally disengaged from reality. The Whatnot crew, including Nerdy Girl, was there. See him? They're selling stuff on Whatnot right now, or eBay Live. It's just funny because it's just like they're not really here. They're just worried about
Yeah.
selling stuff on eBay.
Hang around again.
Are you having fun?
Hey guys, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Well, can't complain. No one will listen anyway, right? Honestly, it's been absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
So.
What do you have this one graded at?
I'd have to see it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna let you know I'm a ham and egger. Like, I'm more of a collector, honestly.
Okay.
I buy out large collections and don't want to get divorced, so I have to sell some comic books. But yeah, and I keep it kind of broke my heart. Like
First
this
Kingpin.
one, I used to have this copy of that book.
Yeah.
But I have another raw copy that's signed by him, and then I've got a super.
That's signed by
nice-
Neil Adams?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Can I see that?
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to upsell you either. But I just got here. I had time. But no, I used to have that book, and then I got another one that's lower graded than that's signed. But then I've got a super high grade raw copy unsigned. So I'm like, I don't need 3 copies of this book.
I need one of them.
So yeah, do your research. It's CBCS verified. I priced it based on, I think on the low end. I just priced it for this show. I priced it on the low end of what CGC signature. I mean, you got GPA.
I have cover price.
Okay, well, it's same type of deal. But you can look at what they're selling for. I tried to price them the one, but I'm again willing to haggle on it.
Okay.
If you're interested.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to just get a copy.
Last year, I think they're looking higher than that.
I got it and then sold it.
Yeah, you got that little guy.
I'm so sorry.
That's gonna.
Yeah, what's weird is this one's 100.
And that little sting, but yeah, dude, I think they're looking higher than a 4 or 5 for sure.
And a high grade of that one, then a low grade of each.
No tape pull or anything.
I bought the high grade 122 and the low grade
500,
121.
but he's willing to deal. He's already coming down on this to 750,
Do you have any
which
keys
is
up there, like 100?
pretty good.
I'm sorry, guys. One second.
That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, so you can scan this. There you go. So yeah, it's like 145. 45. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay.
Very last one. How much is the Batman not rated? The Joker cover. $300.
I could do. I usually don't do more than 10% off. So 20.
Look at that Batman and Robin cover.
I know that's awesome. They just jumped that out.
Well, it's a Infinity cover, so they're looking at a copy of a copy and a copy. We might be able to walk back there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, here's your Sergeant Fury for $875 when I paid however fucking much it was.
It's close to 1,000.
Yeah, but the one you have is a 4.0. There's your Army at War, dude.
You're a kid.
3,500. Just make it happen. Just get out your wallet. Just go ahead and bend over.
That's a tough one.
It's the only one we've seen.
Yeah.
3-0.
Oh, that's a good price. That's a friend price.
Are you with me or are you with them?
I'm with Comic Lore, buy, sell, and trade.
I'm also looking for GI Combat
87 and Star Spangled War 138.
And the answer's no.
They're the hottest books in here. They cannot be found.
They're unicorns. We saw one. We saw our Army at War. $500 in the station were coming.
God, they don't. I mean, I wish they had something good. I mean, we only just got Giant Size X-Men 1 9.8. No big deal.
No, it's okay.
Fantastic Four 1. No big deal. Hold this so I can look at this.
Yeah, sure.
It was so funny going to so many of these dealers, and like they would like look at Dad and they would just be like trying to sell to him first, and they would just like see me as some young punk, which was the complete opposite. I was the one that was wanting to spend money, and Dad was the one that was hesitant looking for a specific book. So that was one of the things that was very funny, just to feel that kind of judgment. Dude, that's a fine.
That's.
I mean, that's you're not going to get any better than that.
That award in Western boxes,
Do you have GI Combat 87?
The first I have. No, I just have our Army, which is he's named Sergeant.
Oh, we're looking for first Haunted Tank.
Oh, Haunted Tank. No, I don't have that one. Do you have Sergeant Rock? This is weird. It's like he's Sergeant Rock, but it's not the Sergeant Rock.
Right. We looked at
our
one
Army
over there.
Award 83.
3,500. How much you gonna have for this? Is this a key?
It's for Super Bowl. Dude, it's got a freaking store stamp. How cool is that? Oh, dude, this is from 1959. Yeah, it's a golden age.
I have like a bigger tote bag.
Yeah, this guy's got some serious stuff.
That's incredible. Do you have any Star?
Because that's the thing is like, you know, they play the GPA game, which is, you know, this website that basically collects all the sales data, because the price is on eBay. The price of anything in this room is, except Golden Age, because a lot of that doesn't sell or there's so few sales. But like, you know, you look at that the Amazing Spider-Man book, you look at that Fantastic Four book, there's 1 million sales, and the price is dictated by that. And it's kind of frustrating because, you know, you look at it and it's like, okay, it's $2,500 on the tag, but then you go look on eBay and it's $1,600, and it's like,
is that what that book sold for?
Yeah, that book sold for $1,600, and he's got it selling for $2,500.
Would you have given him 16?
I'd have given him 15 right now. 15 right now. And he's just clueless, totally unwilling to.
Like I say, they're scared.
Oh hell yeah, they're scared to sell because they're about to take a beat.
I mean, if it was Sunday afternoon.
If it's Sunday afternoon, he probably still doesn't sell. This is a great wall. Flash in the Silver Age, first Silver Age Flash. I mean, this guy has, I mean, you're talking multiple copies of First Thor, multiple copies First Silver Surfer, multiple copies of Daredevil #1. I mean, it's every book. Multiple copies of Hulk 1. Hulk 1 is 7.0. That doesn't even. I mean, 50,000. I don't even know. Probably more.
90. I just looked at it.
And there's an AF-15 and 5.5.
do.
I don't. You're not allowed to go back here, Dad.
All of these, I do 800 on them. So that'd be 71.
Herrera's a Virginia Comic Con. He's a Overstreet advisor. So I can. I say whatever it is that it's in the guide. This is strictly that guide in terms of grading.
I guess it's like winning the ladder.
Yeah. I've got that one.
Maybe they got number one. Hi.
Hello.
Wrong way. You look great. Okay.
That was so cool.
There you go.
There you go. Check this out, a trilobite.
What is it, Hud?
It's a fossil.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's 25 cents. It don't have a price.
We'll figure it out. Won't be that much.
Like 30 minutes. There's another one up there.
Last year they had a. They've got 2 copies of Batman. First appearance of Batman.
It will be some of that. Did you read the majors? I don't want to hold you up. I'll come back later.
Mike is going to help you from here on this.
Thanks.
10-5. 10-5. Nice, good memory. Now let's get it on a poster.
Yeah, you had them.
Yeah.
The difference in that and that other one.
Okay.
Look at the color. Look at the collar.
What were you hoping to get?
10,000 dollars.
I don't know that I
This is a real
to tell people that I
Get me most of the way to
That's a good point.
Guys, let's get back to the Sticky Goose Man Cave and let's take a look at the haul. All right, everybody, we are back and here is the haul. We had a great time. We were only there one day. So we only did a Friday trip. We had just so much stuff going on for the rest of the weekend. We said, you know what, we're just going to do a day. And to be honest, that's really enough for me. I know a lot of people do, the whole weekend. It's a little much. But this is the Star Spangled War Stories 138 that Dad picked up. They had this graded in a fine minus condition. I think the book looks great. Dad got this book. Well, the guy was selling it for $40. Dad said, I loved it. He was haggling. He was wheeling and dealing. He was like, how much do you need for this? I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And he said, $35. So Dad got this book for $35. This is not the first appearance of Enemy Ace, but this is kind of like the first Enemy Ace in the title of Star Spangled War Stories. All right, next book I got was this. This is the Green Lantern drug issue number 86. This is the issue after number 85, the one where Speedy does heroin, and he's shooting up on the cover. This is the one with the big hypodermic needle and then, all the faces in the back. This is classic Neil Adams covers, and really kind of the shift, the change from the Silver Age to talking about more complex, complicated issues into the Bronze Age. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. The first dealer had this book, I can't remember, was it $150, $180? And it was in similar to maybe worse condition. I got this book for $50 cash. I think I got a fantastic deal for a great quality Neil Adams book. This next book is a big one, guys. This is one that's been on the wish list for a while. This is Batman 227. This is this classic Detective Comics homage cover. Again, a Neil Adams cover. And we got it raw. So if you look on the spine here, you've got wear all the way down the spine, and then you've got really kind of an indentation on that bottom left of the spine that could be pressed. This is a tough, tough cover. So much black in it. The back looks fantastic, unfortunately for that one little spot right there. I'm not quite sure what that is. I hope it's not paint, but it definitely has that look to it. This is a beautiful copy of this book. I believe this is from the early 70s, if I'm not mistaken. This was a funny interaction with that dealer. He was a really nice guy. I got this book and then one other that you'll see. I got this book and then the next book for $1,100. And I think I got a fantastic deal. The guy was, really talkative, and he wasn't necessarily so much of a salesman. He seemed to be more of a collector, which was kind of a breath of fresh air. But I finally got one back in the collection. This is ASM number 50, first appearance of Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, in a 5.5 off-white to white pages. So if you followed the channel for any length of time, well, actually years ago, I had this book, and it was raw, and it looked similar to this. This one may be in better condition. It has a strange stamp on it. It doesn't look like a date stamp from a newsstand, but it says 4/14. But this is like a grail book for me, and this was kind of like the ballpark price that I was shooting for, in the 5.0 range. And when I saw this guy, he had this for $850. I was like, okay, this is at least in the freaking ballpark. Like these guys that are $200 or $300 over GPA, I'm like, get out of here. So I ended up getting this book and then the Batman book from him for $1,100. Now, other points in this video, there were books, specifically a couple of those Supergirl books, where that one Metropolis Comics place, the one they're at like every convention, like they had that book, that 6.5 Action Comics 252, priced over $4,000, maybe $5,000 over the recent sales in a book of a 7.0, a higher grade than that book. It's just despicable what some of these dealers are selling this stuff for at these conventions. And it just really kind of ticks me off. And when I see a dealer that is at least in the ballpark, I'll wheel and deal with them. Like I'll talk to them. I'll even pay MSRP for something, if I want it bad enough. But to just go that far over, give me a break. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.